Welcome. My name's Toni. For some of you that know me, welcome back. I love you. I miss you. And for those of you that are new to hearing my voice and my transmissions, well, welcome. It's nice to have you. We're going to spend these next few moments celebrating and welcoming in the energy of this full moon around Cancer. So I invite you all to take a breath. Feel your stomach, your lungs, your back expand. And let it go. Close your eyes or focus on one point. You can see the moon at this moment. You can rest your eyes on her, or you can close your eyes and listen to my voice. However you choose. We invite all of the guides, angels, gods, universe, whoever you speak to, the seen, the unseen, to come in and join us for this transmission, to welcome this release and letting go of anything that no longer serves us, and we welcome in the highest unfolding, the highest truth, the highest knowing. To nurture our souls, raise our vibrations, and to bring peace. Feel free to take breaths at your own pace. Don't wait for me to give you permission to take a breath. Be curious about the sounds, the noises around you. Allowing them to wash over you, and if there's silence, allowing it to engulf you. When I think about the energy of Cancer, for me it's this beautiful and delicate balance of nurturing and protecting. I think there's a softness to the feelings, the feminine energy, the all-knowing, and the balance with the, you could say the masculine energy of protection, the shell, the home, the container. And as I walk through my own life, I'm finding that balance of where I can soften into the knowing, which seems to sort of bring about by default the security. And whilst that's a new mixture, or maybe a new recipe even for me, and I think maybe for humanity as a collective, this softening is not what we're taught. We're taught to sort of like hustle, 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 and we have to work hard, and that's the only way we can make things happen. And I don't know if I believe that that's true in its entirety. I think there's a difference between aligned action and inspired action, and listening and taking action from the strength of knowing and understanding versus jumping in and maybe doing twice as much work because we're not listening. I think that, again, that balance between the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang, this sort of like duality of giving and receiving, being open and receiving, being discerning and open, trusting and boundaries. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful dance. Everything's a dance about life. So I invite you to look at your environment and see where you could soften, see where you could invite more open-heartedness, set a different boundary, trust your faith and knowing, be open to receiving. I think as humans, we're so thirsty. Actually, let me rephrase that. Yearning for connection. And then it's also this balance of masculine and feminine energy around giving and receiving. I think we have these needs and sometimes we don't talk about them. And then also when someone goes to help us with those needs, we feel like we have to do it all ourselves. So where can we open up some permission for ourselves to receive some deeper sense of trust or faith in what we know we are due to receive, the timing of when we receive it, and a permission to soften, permission to let go of how we thought it was going to be, and balance this knowing of our own value and worth of what we bring to something, and then being open to receiving, maybe in a different package or a different way. Let's take a breath into that. If you want to repeat after me, you can. Or if you want to let these words wash over you or insert your own words. I allow my brave and curious ways of being more open and leaning into my feminine energy to allow this space for receiving and this trust and knowing that the universe understands my desires and my needs and my wants and is working with me to bring them to me. And as I stay curious, I know I will be nurtured and everything I will need will be available to me in the moment. True abundance. We look at the word nurturing. What do we need to do to nurture ourselves more so that we can nurture others? How can we nurture those in our family as an offering? We often look at the figure the mother plays in an environment, in a learning environment, a school environment, a home environment, a business environment. There's always this sort of nurturing energy that's going on from let's say, more feminine role or role model, and how can we nurture that energy within ourselves and then nurture it within this environment that we're in. And how can we allow ourselves to be nurtured by others? What would that look like? What would it look like to be nurtured by ourselves? What would we need to do to feel nurtured? Do we know what we enjoy that nurtures our soul? Do you know what nurtures your soul? Are you clear? Do you have an understanding of that? Just close our eyes as we allow the power of this transit to enter our lives in this sort of portal moment. We receive all of the wisdom and the nurturing from our feminine side, our mother figures, our homemakers, and we allow that to inform our lives, replenish our lives, our relationships, remind us of our value in the familial environment, the role that we play within our families, observing our beliefs and ensuring they're in alignment with ourselves. So we could be of greater service to ourselves and to our families. Being real with ourselves on what beliefs are ours, what are beliefs from other people in our families. How do we honor what we need, what the family wants us to need or needs us to need? Often there's things put on us by our family that come down from generations, from lineage. And it doesn't always need to be the same. We can change it. We have permission for it to fit our life. I give myself permission to nurture what I need. To nurture what makes me feel good. And to nurture those around me that I love. And most of all, nurture my relationship with my higher power, with my body, with myself. I thank you for your time. I send you energy to remind you of who you are and what you're here to do, and that your needs deserve to be met, and that the universe is here to deliver these packages, messages, miracles of all the things that we're looking to do in our lives, and to bring it to life. It really is. And as you contemplate what you're willing to let go of this month that is holding you back, and maybe also being gentle with you as you do that inventory. I think sometimes when we're in this sort of journey of self-development or self-discovery, let's say, and transformation, we often be like, what am I not doing to block my manifestations? Maybe you're doing exactly what you need to be doing, exactly where you're meant to be doing it with, exactly who you're doing it with. That's it. Everything else is timing. Timing, trust, and balance. As you work your way towards each life lesson and understanding that brings us to the next moment, right here in this moment, this is exactly where I'm meant to be. Sharing this message with you, nurturing myself, and honoring who I am. So I wish you a beautiful full moon in Cancer, the end of this incredible year 2020. Incredible. The opportunity for self-discovery and transformation has been incredible, and that journey with oneself is the most important and nurturing journey that we could ever embark on. Take away money, status, everything in the world. This journey is priceless. I wish you all the magic that you need. I send you all the nurturing and love, and we'll all collectively close with a breath together and a nod of our heads to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night. See you next time.